Okay, finding your unit price, it costs $19.20 for a pack of 8 padlocks. Find the unit price in dollars per padlock, and if necessary, round your answer to the nearest cent. I deal with these differently depending on what the numbers look like. So I have a decimal and a whole number. So actually, when I just have a decimal and a whole number, what I do is I literally set them up as a fraction. So I will put $19.20 over 8, and then I'm going to do it like this. You work with the number in front of the decimal first. So 8 goes into 19 two times, and then we have a decimal point, so put your decimal down. 2 times 8 is 16, so you had 3 left over. Stick that up here, okay? And then you look at this number, and you say 8 goes into 32. Well, 8 goes into 32 4 times, and that went in evenly, so there's nothing left over. 4 times 8 is 32, so this extra spot, because you're talking about money, gets a 0. So your unit price is $2.40. Now, if you prefer, you could also just do long division for that. It's totally up to you, but that's just a nice little trick I use whenever I have a decimal and a whole number. Keisha buys a bag of 14 oranges for $3.78. Find the unit price in dollars per orange. How they have it right here kind of tells you how to set it up, because it's not always the number in order that they give you. They want the dollars first on top of your fraction and then the orange. So I'm going to do $3.78 over 14. So let's go ahead and do that. 14, just do the number in front of the decimal first. So 14 does not go into 3. So if it doesn't go in, you put a 0 and then my decimal point. So now we look at 37. So 14 goes into 37 2 times. 2 times 14 is 28, but we had 37, so that's 9 extra. So put the 9 there. Now we have the number 98. So 14 goes into 98 7 times, because 7 times 14 is 98. So the unit price is 27 cents. And the final one, oops, sorry about that. The cost for 3 6/10 pounds of shrimp is $19.62. Find the unit price in dollars per pound, and if necessary, round your answer to the nearest cent. These are both decimals. So what I actually want to do, and it says dollars per pound, that's giving you the order to do things in. So you start with dollars, $19.62. Since they are both decimals, I'm actually not going to write it as a fraction. I'm going to literally do long division for this one. And you could have done the other previous two like this as well. It's totally up to you, what you're comfortable with. So dollars gets written down first, and then the word after per gets on the outside, 3.6. However, when you're dividing with decimals, you're not allowed to have on the outside number, you're not allowed to have a decimal. So we actually have to move the decimal point to the end and make it 36. But we just jumped over, we went to the right one number. So whatever you do on the outside, you got to do on the inside. So we need to jump one number over. So I'm going to have a new number inside. It's going to be 196.2. Now we do know that these are dollars and cents, so I'm just going to go ahead and put another 0 there, just to make it dollars and cents. Okay, I'm going to bring the decimal straight up, and I'm going to just start dividing. 36 goes into 196. It doesn't go into 1 or 19, so you got to go to 196. Let's try 3 goes into 19 6 times. Let's try a 7 here. Okay, 7 times 6 is 42, and 7 times 3 is 21, plus the 4 is 25. That's too large. You always want to do long division with a pencil and eraser, never with a pen, because this sometimes happens. Let's try a 6. 6 times 6 is 36. Write the 6, carry the 3. 6 times 3 is 18. That's still too big. So let's try a 5. 6 times 5 is 30. Write the 0, carry the 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. That one worked. Okay, so 196, take away 180 is 16. And then you bring down the next number, which is a 2. Now we're working with the numbers after the decimal. So 162, well, we know 5 is too big because it was 180, so let's do 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Write the 4, carry the 2. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Subtract that. You've got to borrow from the 6. So 12 take away 4 is 8. 5 take away 4 is 1. 1 take away 1 is 0, so you don't need to worry about that. And bring down the next number, which is the 0 that we put because it was dollars and cents. Now we know that 36 goes into 180 5 times because that's what it was earlier. Okay, so 5 times 36 is 180. We did that earlier. Subtract, you get 0. That means you're finished. So it costs $5.45 per pound of shrimp.